Hello, welcome to Friday's Celebration Golden Book Assembly. I'll start with lighting our candle. You might notice I'm in my England shirt tonight. I don't know who you're supporting, but I'm really excited about a good football match tonight. If you do watch it, I hope you enjoy it. We're going to look at who is in the Golden Book this week. If you have done great learning or shown a fantastic attitude, your teachers will spot it and they may put your name in the Golden Book. That's where we recognise those pupils in our school who've done really well this week. And I'm going to start in reception. And this week in reception, Olivia and Emma are in the Golden Book. Olivia, you've been working so hard on your phonics and your writing this week. You thought of some great ideas for your Seaside Sense poem and spent a long time writing them down to make sure they were just right. It was great to see you take such pride in your work, and your poem was brilliant. You're using lots of different digraphs in your writing and really pushing yourself in everything that you do at the moment. Keep looking up and aiming high, Olivia. You are doing such a great job. And Emma, you've given 100% to everything that you've done in class this week. You seem to have gained this confidence with your writing, and you took the opportunity to show us all the wonderful things you've learnt when you wrote your Seaside poem this week. You thought carefully about how to sound out each word and thought of such interesting ideas. We know you felt so proud when you got to the end of your piece of work. You did a fantastic job, and we are very proud of you. Keep it up, Emma. Well done, you two. And also this week, Mrs. Hick is in the Golden Book. Mrs. Hick leaves us today to go on new adventures. But we know the staff, children and parents would like to thank her for all that she's done in our reception class in their first year of school. It's not been an easy year, and she's worked with our team to provide a positive start to each child's school life. We all wish you all the very best, Mrs. Hick. Thank you and good luck. In Year 1, Elsa, Penny and Betsy are in the Golden Book. Elsa, we've been so amazed by your brilliant work this week. You wrote a super story about an adventure under the sea using your best handwriting and some great words. I love writing. You've also been reading at home every single night. We know that you'll keep this brilliant effort up because you are so determined to do your best. So well done, you. And Penny, you are a superstar. We could put you in the Golden Book every single week. You always try your best. You work hard. You're a fantastic friend to others. You also listen carefully in class and will help others if they're stuck. We're so lucky to have you in Year 1. Thank you for being amazing. Finally, Betsy, what a fantastic term you're having. You're growing in confidence every week and challenging yourself to produce your very best work in every lesson. This week you've tried really hard to learn all about the fractions, halves and quarters. It hasn't been easy, but you have persevered and made sure you listened carefully to instructions. Well done, Betsy. Keep aiming high. Well done to all of you. In Year 2, Austin and Olivia are in the Golden Book. Austin has been impressing us this week. He has been working extra hard in lessons and produced lots of good quality work. He has been focused and determined and tried every challenge that's come his way. In particular, Austin tried particularly hard in his English lesson on Thursday and wrote more than he's ever done before. It was neat, well thought through and very interesting. Austin, your superpower is working hard. Please keep this up. Olivia is a very determined young person. If she sets her mind to something, she will achieve it no matter what. She works hard, but is also friendly and kind to others. She likes to make other people happy and make them smile. Olivia's really struggled with her hay fever this week, but we noticed how resilient she's been. She hasn't let it stop her doing anything, and this is very impressive. Olivia, your superpower is your determination. Never let anything stop you. Keep looking up and aiming high. Very well done. Into Year 3, Imogen and Theo are in the Golden Book. Imogen, you are a kind, calm and focused member of the class. You've shown great problem-solving skills, resilience and focus in our Rotten Romans topic work. You completed your 3D model of a horse without even breaking a sweat. You've also done a superb job with problem solving in maths this week, proving that not only does practice make perfect, but that you are able to transfer your fabulous skill set to a myriad of tasks. Most importantly, you are always happy to help other people solve their problems, whatever they may be. Well done, Imi. You are an asset to Year 3. Theo, you are incredibly kind and caring and helpful. You have a wonderful attitude towards learning and always make sure you're putting 100% into all your tasks. It's so lovely to see your enthusiasm as you share your answers and ideas in our class discussions. We've been especially impressed with your contributions within our mental maths work and story writing. Your use of rhyme and alliteration in the opening paragraph of your story is brilliant. You have also worked with sheer determination when creating your chariot in our tricky model building challenge. You show fantastic perseverance and always have a smile. You are a star, Theo. Into Year 4, Oliver and Leo are in the Golden Book. We loved your letter writing work this week, Ollie. You worked incredibly hard to plan, draft and edit your work with care. It was lovely to see that you'd read the feedback given on our initial plan and made sure to include the suggestions made. This led to a really lovely piece of work that used all the success criteria. It was also neat, well presented and written up in joined cursive handwriting. Well done. Leo, you are Year 4's very own super jumper. This week we focused on jumping for distance in PE and you were an absolute star. You listened carefully to the instructions given and made sure you used all the hints and tips for good technique. You worked well with your partner to take turns and measure personal best distances. Even better, you encouraged and supported others and had lots of fun. This is just brilliant. Really good to hear what Year 4's. Well done to you. In Year 5, Brooke, Emily and Charlotte are in the Golden Book. As part of our topic and DT learning this week, Year 5 designed and created tie-dye t-shirts. The whole class got really involved and we learned tie-dyeing skills to a really high standard. Brooke impressed us in particular, though. She worked hard to design her t-shirt and then master her tie-dyeing technique. Above all, though, she did it with a huge smile on her face. Thanks for being such a joy to have in the class, Brooke. Emily and Charlotte volunteered to lead our class collective worship this week. The girls came up with their own theme and planned the worship independently. We were really impressed by their dedication to this, particularly spending their break times researching scripture and planning activities for the worship. We can't wait to see them deliver it next week. Thank you, girls. And finally, in Year 6, Izzy and Zara are in the Golden Book. Izzy, you're a delight to have in the class. You embrace everything we do and complete all tasks set to a high standard and with full effort. You have a solid sense of right and wrong and can be relied upon to make excellent choices. You are a super role model for the class and indeed for the whole school. This week you showed your maturity and excellent communication skills in our PE session, where you demonstrated that you thoroughly deserve to be the team captain. Well done, Izzy. You are awesome. And finally, Zara, you embrace our class in many ways. You can be relied upon for positive energy and contributions in class and group discussions. This week, we were super impressed by your Mary Anning biography. You made good use of your notes, gave careful consideration to your punctuation and sentence structure, and produced an all-round fantastic piece of writing. We are so pleased with your progress and look forward to reading your next piece of work. Thank you, Zara. Well done to you, and well done to everyone who was in the Golden Book this week. If it wasn't you, don't worry, keep doing your very best. You might be in here next week. Now, don't forget to keep reading at home. That's really, really important. If you read every day, you have your planner signed, your name will go in the reading raffle, and you never know, you might be picked out to win a prize next week. So keep doing your very best with that. Practice is really important for everyone in school. I know that you've worked hard on your target this week. Next week's target is to look after your belongings. Do please make sure that everything you bring into school has your name on it. As the weather is quite warm at the moment, I know children have gone out to play and maybe taken their jumper off and left it on the floor, and some of them have forgotten to bring it back in with them. And it's really, really difficult to give you your jumper back if we don't know who it belongs to. So you must have your name in all of your things so that if it does get lost or if you just forget, then we can give it back to you. But your target is to make sure you don't forget. Look after everything. If you put something down, it's your job to pick it up. So keep looking after our school, but most importantly, keep looking after your things, please. Let's finish the week in the way that we always do, by just reflecting for a moment on the fantastic things that have happened, just being calm, and join in with me by saying our school prayer. This is our school, a place where we learn and always do our best. Help us to remember to love and care for everyone here, to help, to comfort, to be a friend. Amen. I want to say thank you to everyone who is continuing to work really hard at the moment. I know you're putting in great effort because I can see that in your learning. And I've had a good look in books recently and I'm really impressed. I'm very, very proud of what you have been doing. I also want to thank the Eco Warriors for the wonderful work they're doing in school. They have been collecting old blankets for the Dogs Trust so that dogs that are looked after will have nice warm bedding. And they got a huge response, lots of blankets. So I know the Dogs Trust will be very, very appreciative of those contributions. And thank you to our Eco team for helping to organise that, particularly making sure that that's a way of recycling some of our waste. They're doing great work in general around our school, and there are lots of things that are happening. You might have seen the pond area that's been put near the big playground. That's something Mr. Carpo's dug out because teachers and the Eco Warriors wanted to look after our grounds and keep improving the habitats for wildlife. So we've put a pond in. Don't forget, that area is only to be gone into with an adult, please. You can look over the fence, but you must not climb over the fence. You mustn't ever go in there without anybody. But we'll leave that pond to establish, for wildlife to move into it, to become a habitat, and then pretty soon we'll be able to use that to see what's living in our school grounds. I'm really looking forward to the football. I hope you are too. Have a great weekend. If you're watching it, have fun. Whatever you're doing, look after yourself, and I'll see you next week.